So I participated in the LudumDare 50 in their compo contest. Basically, I had 48 hours to make a video game from scratch, and I had to make all of the art, music, code, etc. in that time period, while matching the theme of the jam. I've done 2 jams in the past, but this was my first that I've only had 48 hours to do so. The theme of the jam was to delay the inevitable, so the game I decided to make was called Tick Tick. Tick Tick is a game where you manage an inventory system, trying to select the water as fast as you can to delay the inevitable bomb from exploding. I came up with this game idea while sitting on my couch playing a game called 2048. 2048 is a puzzle game where you match the numbers to their fellow number friends to get a bigger number. With this game, however, I tried to become the literal Flash and swipe my fingers as fast as they would possibly let me, causing me to either die or live very easily. But as I was playing 2048, I was thinking to myself that it would be really cool if there was a puzzle-like game where you have to be faster than Sonic the Hedgehog to even have a chance at succeeding. And just like that, the idea of Tick Tick was born. So there isn't too much to this game's design process, but I'll explain it to the best of my ability. So first I had to make the inventory selector thingy. With the inventory selector thingy, I just made it move 3 tiles left or right on the x-axis depending on the player's input. Then when the player reaches a certain point on the x-axis, I disabled the ability to move it in a certain direction. Next I had to make the water and fire items. So I went to Adobe Illustrator and quickly made 2 sprites, then proceeded to code. These 2 items were extremely easy to make. All I did was create a collider around them, then while the inventory selector thingy collided with it and space was pressed, I just added or subtracted the time on the clock depending on the item and then deleted that item. Oh yeah, and with the clock, I just did a simple time.deltaTime command, which just subtracts a number every second from the clock. After that I made 4 objects, which are just the items placed in different areas. Then I had one of those objects spawn every time an item was used. But this game felt really easy while I was playing it. It felt like I could just keep going on forever. So to counter this, I made a clock that goes red after 15 seconds, then goes even faster after 7.5 more seconds. For the visuals, I just put floating squares in the background. Nothing much. Next was the music. I used some random music app on my tablet, then just smacked my head against it a few times. Jokes aside, it was actually a very grueling process. But now all I had left was the title screen and the score system. For the score system, I added points whenever you click water and took away points when you clicked fire. Also, you get points through just surviving as well. The title screen was the last thing I worked on, and it took an entire day. I had to make a pretty big sprite sheet, then add fancy animations every single time a button was pressed. It was not easy. I would go into more detail on how exactly everything works, but I am now very sleepy. Overall though, this was a fun jam to participate in, and I think my skills have improved a lot by taking part in it. If you haven't already, I recommend giving the game a try for yourself, but I've gone a very long time without sleep, so good morning, I'm going to bed.